Oh, 5 minutes. Okay, let's do the 5 minute. I can berserk, can't I? 2.5 minutes is plenty. Yes, I'm going to berserk every game. No, this is okay. There's some compensation here. So, you know, the pawn structure has been fragmented, right? It's only a pawn. I say only a pawn. I think there's enough compensation. In fact, knight g5, queen h5 seems possible. This seems possible. It's not usually possible to put a queen here without interruption. Yeah. Castle. Well, I think taking, if knight takes, I think there's g4, but there's check. There's an annoying check all the time. So I'll do this for a moment. If queen g6, queen h4. What else to consider here? Yeah, black stands well, of course. Black stands well at the moment. And I'm down to 1 minute 39. I don't want to get too short on time. Actually, I'm hitting d6, yeah. Let's take d6. So c5, I'll take c5 as well. Right. Yes, this is dangerous. Probably being mashed. There's a check. I just wanted king g2. I didn't want to lose the exchange. 1 minute 22. Oh, e takes would have been good, but there's always this queen d4 check. But now I've got king g2 with this g3 move. And if I take here, I'm just wondering, haven't I got rook takes? Am I not on f7? There's a nice queen sack possibility. Let's not indulge that for a moment. Let's just do something like this. I don't know. Hit another pawn. 1 minute 6. So he plays that check. Am I losing after that? Yes, it's dangerous, isn't it? Pretty dangerous. Pretty dangerous. If he moves the rook, in fact, rook takes c4. No, I can take. Right, rook moves somewhere for bishop c6. That's pretty killing. Okay. Let's queen f3. Play knight e4. Right, so I'm a minute down. And strong pressure. I wonder. Bishop c6, knight e4. I'm just hoping I can still get to f7. So takes. I hope I can still get to f7 soon. Can I get to f7? Actually, I'm threatening queen h7 as well. Okay. Through the first game. Whoa, it was a bit of a Stephen King novel, wasn't it, compared to a bullet game? It's like an endless Stephen King novel. Okay, so what? There's like 55 minutes of this. There was a lot of pressure, wasn't there? I wonder if this fares better. If he plays quickly, I wonder if it will fare better. This could be a long game. Try the King's Gambit. I'm going to get absolutely massacred. It's going to be a 1300 using Houdini or something. I'm going to get completely... I'm just joking. No, actually, it's not a joke. No, I don't know. It's not funny if that happens. I won't be amused. Okay. Yeah. Just saying that now. I will not be amused. He doesn't appear to be using a mainframe computer or anything. I'm not sure a mainframe computer would make these exact moves in the modern age. Yeah. There was a slight contrast. Did you notice a slight contrast on the two games there? One was slightly easier than the other. That wasn't a Stephen King novel, was it? Like the first game. Let's play a Grob. Let's do some monkey business. Yeah, a Grob. In respect of Michael Basman. Genius. So I'm going to put hypermodern pressure. It's like a souped up Benoni. I was thinking today on the ICC, why not have fun with the 5-minute? And actually it did help the results. I absolutely massacred an FM with the B3 system earlier in the day. Have fun with the openings. I do get some pressure here. He's developed my rook, actually. He developed my rook. So knight e5, he's given me like the e5. It's like a souped up Benoni in many respects. Queen b6, mildly interesting. But knight e5, bishop g4. You know, I've got nice kind of pieces. Okay, what does he do about b2? Anything? Queen b3 probably. Okay, there's that. Can I do this? I'm not threatening it. Well, actually I am. I'm threatening h2. If g3, bishop g3. Knight f6 might be nice for knight takes. If queen takes, queen takes. So this looks like a good piece on e5. Except knight c4 is going to be a right pain here. Can I take this guy? Or bishop g3. I'll just disrupt the king for a moment. Unless he wants to lose the exchange. I say this rook's been automatically developed. Now if king e2, then obviously check. King d1, obviously check. Alright, I'll stop this check to win the rook. Knight c4, yes. I go here. Can I castle queenside or not? Alright. Yeah, things are getting under pressure. Yes, I'll be smashed with d6 there. f6 probably loses. Alright, so it's kind of critical, this position, not to be mashed. I'll try this. It looks very precarious. This d6. I think you could just play bishop f4. Yeah, technically I think I'm mashed here after bishop f4. Yeah. Right, let's put the king here. I don't know. That looks as good as any. Well, to get out of the immediate loss. Okay, I think I'm stuffed here. I'm stuffed. I'm getting stuffed. I am stuffed. Okay. Nevertheless, there's, I don't know, there's some sort of f6. Maybe, okay, I'll take this guy off. Queen here. I'm hoping that doesn't lose immediately. Is it like bishop e5 or something? This looks vile. This position. Because it is vile. But knight takes bishop f5. I wonder. Survival chances. What are the survival chances? If I did manage to get knight f6 in. Okay, he hasn't mated me, so that's good news. He hasn't mated me yet. Knight f6, bishop e5 is a nasty pin. Alright, the queen's coming off. I didn't expect this. The queen's coming off. So bishop e5. Actually, I can't get out of that pin so easily. Will he feel some time pressure? I wonder. He's got massive compensation, not more than compensation, more than compensation for the exchange. But can he blow this in time pressure? I wonder. I blockade and try and win these pawns. I don't think that reverse killer grob worked too well, actually. It might need some more field tests. The reverse killer grob. More field tests. Can I go over here? Well, are these pawns killing? I don't know. Maybe they are. Maybe they get blockaded. Maybe I can blockade. Interesting. Does it look as though this is blockadable? It does actually almost look as though I should be okay. I don't know what you guys think. I was getting into time pressure. So a5, trying to get past pawn. Yeah, okay. I got this past pawn. Whoops. Let's just use the pass pawn. Okay, got a 5. But yeah, it seems to be a lost position technically. At least at some point it seems to be completely lost. Bishop f4. I know he's got 300 plus in the tournament and I'm berserking him. So this is a totally unknown person that probably joined the site yesterday. Yeah. Did he? Okay, probably he did. I'm assuming he did. Okay, good move maybe. I don't know, bishop d3 or not. This setup looks quite good that he's played. Until that, I'm not sure about that. I don't think I've got too many famous last words problems in this position. He joined the site today. Okay, he joined the site today. Bishop g5 loses a piece. Knight takes f3. Have I got queen h4 coming up? So f5, f4, f3. Oh, okay. I didn't see that. Which is bad news if I'm not seeing the moves. Actually, it nearly kind of wins because queen f6, f4. So if I put my queen back and hope for the best. Am I in big trouble? Can he make use of that? I don't know. Am I going to play f5? Is this going to be okay? Is this going to be horrible? It probably plays f4. Right, he's not going to allow f4. He plays f4. Uh-huh. No, I'm not sure I'm completely busted off the f4. I think I can do this, and if I can get this, I don't think I'm getting mated immediately anyway. I don't think I'm getting mated. Might be wrong. Because it seems as though if I'm covering e8, can I play b5 as well? c4? What was that? Rook e3. I'll play for b4. He takes. Actually, I've got rook e8 here as well. Queen here, rook here. Alright. Can I play, okay, rook here for b4? Or his back row is on my back row actually. I've got to be careful about this sort of thing for bishop c4 and rook e8. In fact, it might be an idea to get rid of this one. Forget about b4 for a moment. If I can get rid of this mating net for a moment, because it's kind of unpleasant. Okay, as long as d4 is covered, this infiltration here, is that a big deal? Is that a big deal? I'm hoping it isn't. I'm hoping rook e7 isn't a big deal. Alright, so g3. Okay, let's just do this for a moment. and maybe queen c5, and hopefully I'm not going to be mated just yet, because I'm controlling d4, right? d4 takes. Oh, hang on, he gets this. Oh, it's getting dangerous. This diagonal is getting dangerous if he's got b2. I'm not sure. I'm not sure this is terminal, though. This might not be terminal, so I'll go for it. This unless my queen's getting trapped. My queen could be getting trapped with rook c3. Mind you, there's... Yes. Right, so let's go back here. Now the clock situation is interesting. Right, so will there be a sudden change of the position here? Any check pushes the king. At the moment, there doesn't seem to be a rook yet. There's a rook e7. Okay, queen d8. He's only got like... Let's just try and get the queens off, actually. If I can just get the queens off, he'll just lose on time, right? Oh. Isn't this the most boring tournament I've ever played in, yeah? No? Oh, Ferrari. Ferrari's playing in it. Ferrari. He's playing in it. Unbelievable. We've got Ferrari in this tournament. Unbelievable. Okay. It's the same as the bullet. I think it was fairly robust. You know I was playing this in bullet. I think it's like the sniper system. I think it's fairly robust. I've lost with white against one of the authors of the recent book, Charlie Story, right? In the British Chess Championship, I played it as white. Unfortunately, I got a really bad position. Yeah. And lost. That was a British Championship game some years ago. Probably knight d5. Like, you can try and win the exchange. I'm wondering here. Am I just losing a pawn outright? I might be. No, maybe I'm okay if I take here. I might have dented his centre slightly. The central control, seems a bit more. It's less than before. The central control. Now, okay, let's imagine that move. Let's just imagine going back here, out of harassment. Hear that word for the queen being harassed recently. In articles I've been reading, I don't know. You don't want your queen harassed, yeah. He's speeded up pace, this guy. Apparently he doesn't want to be in severe time pressure later. given up a pawn there. Thankfully, knight e6 is not forking my queen and king just yet. Can I get away with this? Put my queen over here like a mad hack attacker. Queen on h4 looks, if I can do it without getting murders. But there's always like queen d4, so maybe queen f6 is better. Mind you, there's f3. I might have to consider e3. Or e takes. Okay, let's kick this guy before it does damage. And then maybe bishop d7. Right, so just disconnect the rooks. Hello, hello. The rooks are not connected. But the king probably wants to get off that diagonal. Or some sort of sack on h3 or f3. Okay, I don't get that move. Can't I take it? There's knight d3. If I can get away with taking it. I've got a loose piece, nice sort of loose piece there. But this looks really quite crushing in many respects. I'm hitting the knight. E5 for bishop h3 is coming. Because then there's knight f3 hitting, well, the fork. In fact, I don't even know where the knight's going here. Okay. I can damage the pawn structure. So that gives me bishop h3. I think there's bishop g4 to e2 or d2 if I'm lucky. Bishop e2, but there's knight d4. Okay, so have I messed this up? Okay, bishop e2, knight d4. Bishop f3, knight d4. Slightly messed this up. I've only got a minute. Right, okay. So only a minute. It is time pressure. Can I win this ending? Yes, that was really messed up, wasn't it? From the position I had. That I've made a mess of that position that I had. Get a rook over here. Right, 2 pawns. Drive the king back. Right, so the rook's cut off the king. Maybe my king needs to go over there. Oh, blimey. I've managed to just get a draw from this, haven't I? Nope, he's messed up the draw. I think he had a near certain draw. I think he just messed up a draw. Now it looks totally lost to me. I think he could have just had a draw there. Yeah, he messed up a draw. Right, let's have a 2.5 minute game against Ferrari. Bishop d3, there's bishop z5, there's queen e5. Queen e5. Right. Bishop e3 here now. To stop bishop c5 in its tracks. h4 to stop h4. Right, I can play bishop g1. And my position falls apart. Should I have berserked him? Oh god, there's bishop c5. Looks killing. He's got a point. Oh man. That's queen a7, technical move. Right. The castle queenside. Right, so knight d4, if he takes, there's knight f5. Not sure my bishop's getting trapped just yet. Oh, there's knight f2, okay. Stop knight f2. I think this bishop's silly there, obviously. On d4 I lose the exchange. So maybe rook f3. For bishop d4 without losing the exchange after knight e3. Now, if he takes, so there's bishop h7. Right. Can I do this without losing immediately? This fork, if I take with the rook, I can go back here for this one. Okay. Go over here for hitting this pawn. Knight d4 protects, hits. Rook d6. .53 seconds, so I want a6. I think king d2, just to get the king out. Okay. I'll put the rook over here or something. b3 next. Right. Rook f5. I'm down to 36 seconds. Yeah, this might have been a dumb thing. D5. 20 seconds. over. Yep. Oh dear. I should have played him on a 5 minute. I don't know why. I've played him on a 5 minute. I understand. I think it's too much like Bullet, the 2.5 against him each. I don't know why he prompted me to do that. That was a dumb decision. I should have made it a 5 minute game against him. Or 5 minute against 2.5. I'll do that next time if he berserks. Okay, so I know a bit of the theory here. So if I play d3, I don't think this check line's that good. It's not meant to be that good. He's avoided that. There's a sort of gambit here that you just let that pawn go. You play bishop, you know, you play like this. You just castle, you let the pawn go. I think I'm threatening bishop g6 now. Also rook h4 could be handy. Doubling rooks could be handy. e6 could also be handy, hitting the queen. This is for the moment just double rooks. It's I don't think it's so bad. It's double rooks. I think taking is on the cards. If takes, check. Then if here there's mate, if bishop h6 there's bishop g5. That might be a good defensive move. Might be. If I take then queen h6. If h6, I'm just going to take, because this is like mating. If h6, if h5, I just take because of the pin. If takes, you know, I'm just going to. I think it's very promising, this position anyway. So here we are. I'll take away the arrows for a moment. This looks like a very promising installation around the king, yeah? I think if bishop f8, I think I'm just taking here. Or even worse, I think I'm on bishop f8, I think I can just take here. Almost. Takes. Alright, let's just take on g7 here. I think we just take here now to weaken f7, because then check and then we're taking here. So we're just gonna I'm just gonna check, or we're just gonna check. Would you prefer we or me? We're just gonna check. Oh no, he's got the queen on it. I just messed up. Okay, I have to do this. It's got the queen over there. Okay. So a basic Morris Smith plan. I think that's a bit of a waste of time actually. Hold on a sec. How do I hit F7? Maybe castling for E5. It just seems a little bit slow. He weakens a few dark squares more than usual, it seems. Right. So I'll do the check. Bishop D7, right? And Queen A4. I can give that a punt. He might have a point here. I don't know. If takes his rook takes D7, he hasn't got knight takes. If takes here, knight takes B5, and I'm on D6. That looks dangerous enough. Alright, okay, I was going to do a poll on that. Okay, it's we from now on, yeah, thanks. Should I do a quick straw poll? Yeah, on that. That would be the most ridiculous thing to do a straw poll on. If I should say we or me, okay? Hang on. Unfortunately, I got to play some moves as well. Okay, I'm going to straw poll me. It's actually straw poll me, isn't it? Oh my god. So there's knight d6 double check. There's knight c7 double check. But in both cases, the king could go there. Let's just win a piece for a moment, because it's probably winning another piece over here. In fact, can I not just win two pieces for fun? And in fact, the knight d6 would win the rook. Maybe I could win the rook first, then take the knight. If I do the double check to win the rook first, then the knight's like still hanging. Unless there's anything stronger here. Okay, someone's on 25, right? It's a check. Hopefully it's not mate, right? So knight. This check could keep the king around. Oh, there's knight d4, forking. In any case, there's queen a4 to win the rook. Okay. Alright. Oh, he lost his first three. So would you prefer me or we when chatting, when commenting? Me, we, okay. Now let's let him berserk. I got to beat this guy. Here's a straw poll. Or we've got to beat this guy. I'm going to see what you vote. Me or we? All right, we got to beat this guy. Yeah, we got to beat this guy. Me got to beat this guy. We got to beat this guy. Oh, me. Oh, it's a close call, this one. All right, no counterplay. We can't give him counterplay. No counterplay for Ferrari. I'm going to take like this, the boring way. So there's less counterplay. Oh, we're not going to give him any counterplay, are we? Are we going to give him any counterplay? F4, drive the guy back. Drive him back. Go away. We're going to play... he can't back that up, can he? Maybe he can. Maybe he can. He's got knight h6. He's trying to create weaknesses. Okay, if we play f5 first before h3, because otherwise he's going to control f5. We can play f5 first. The only problem is this bishop coming here. The knight could move for bishop d4. If the knight moves, we take on g4. So I think f5. I think we should play f5. See what I mean? Because otherwise he would have played knight h6. He's on f5. If he moves the knight, we just... okay, so this is good. This is good. I don't like this as black, generally. We can encourage weaknesses. I think we'll encourage weaknesses, yeah? With h6. Give us some weaknesses around the king. Provoking some weaknesses, yes? Give us some more. Come on. You know you want to. Yes! We can take on e5 and we can blockade on e4. Creating a passed pawn. And we have a nice clock advantage. And if he takes, then there's f6, stuffing the bishop. I think we can win this pawn over here, but I'd rather we take this and just try and hold the position positionally with knight e4. Even if he wins a pawn, I think... do we take that pawn? The thing is, it would allow e4. So knight e4, let's sack a pawn. Rook takes b2. We can swing our rook for an attack. We're going to sack this pawn because this juicy knight is blockading his whole position. Not just this pawn, this whole bishop. The bishop, we got this hack attack plan. Any bishop move. Okay, do we waste time with that? Not necessarily. Let's go for the hack attack plan. I don't think he's got a major resource here, apart from sacking the exchange. If he does knight f6, if he sacks the exchange, there's knight f6 check, winning the queen. If he plays bishop g7, there's no, there isn't f6. All right, maybe bishop takes c4. We should consider bishop c4 for queen h5 now, hitting h6. He plays there. We play d6, hitting f7. So queen h5 or d6 first. d6, there's bishop b7, queen h5, queen f8. And queen h5 first, threatens d6. It looks like a tempting move to play this. Maybe that was wrong. I wonder about rook c3. He could definitely sack the exchange. Hold on, let's hold on. Let's just put the queen back for a moment. Put the queen back for a moment. What is he doing here? We've got a bind on the position. The knight on e4 is particularly good. How do we increase this? Maybe, you know, the rook. We can gang up on c5. Do this just in case the king needs to get off this diagonal. I'm wondering about d6. Queen f3 here. is not doing anything at the moment, is it? Okay, put the rook here. Right, there's knight d6 for a nice alternate blockade. Well, he's going to have e4 we take. I don't know. Try and get this pass pawn going. Hitting the rook. Right, blockade that e pawn. Hitting e5. Right. d6 is possible. Queen d5 is possible. But I'm allowing we're allowing e4. Have I just blundered? Have we just blundered? Oh, scary! Knight c6. Oh my god, this is not light entertainment, this is hardcore blitz chess. Twitch is not designed for hardcore blitz chess, yeah? Is it? This is an abuse of Twitch. Someone called Twitch, we're abusing Twitch for a hardcore serious like 5-minute chess game. Someone called Twitch. Who's got Twitch's headquarters numbers? We've abused Twitch here. This has been something you shouldn't have seen on Twitch TV. That was a serious 5-minute game. Serious hardcore 5-minute game. Someone called Twitch. Seriously. So he's got 1 minute 58 and the tournament ends in 1 minute 36. On tiebreak, actually we're winning the tournament on tiebreak. Only 55 seconds left. I don't know how to win this. We don't know how to win this. There's only 39 seconds left. I don't think we can win this in 39 seconds. Especially with the queens off, I'm afraid. I don't know how we can win this in 29 seconds. But I think we might be winning the tournament on tiebreak in 22 seconds, 20 seconds, 19. We're going to be winning the tournament in tiebreak in 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Okay, shall I do the countdown? 4, 3, 2, 1. I think we might have won the tournament. On tiebreak. Okay. I don't think we disgraced ourselves, no? We're ahead on the clock here. We're actually ahead on the clock. Yes, we won the tournament. We won the tournament, yes. But we're stuck now for a move. So phased by winning a tournament. We're so phased by winning a tournament. I'm stuck for a move. What do we do? Okay, we target F5. That's the target. Identify the target. We've identified a target. D4. Does that get sliced? Or do we have a good time with D4? Alright, knight C3. Do we play knight C3 or knight F4 or G3? I don't know what we do. Should we try this? Just to target F5 again. He's going to run out of time anyway. 27 seconds. Unless we get mated. I think he's doomed on the clock, this person. E4, I think we'd play E4 here. Because of this pin. Yes, I think we've won material. We've definitely, it looks as though we've won material. Or at least the exchange. I think that should be good enough. Bishop C5, I'm not sure that's doing anything. We can get behind the pass pawn. We can create our own pass pawn. It's queening with check. Okay. We won the tournament. Well done, everyone. We won the tournament. Okay, yeah, comments or questions on YouTube.